what can I do from my situation but will still push and grow me? So I went and done a half marathon on crutches. I had blisters all over my hand, but it was, at the same time, it was like, I was just constantly thinking of what can I do to just get better and push myself.
Welcome to the Silent Epidemic by Omnia Therapy. I'm your host, Hatice Mehmet-Quirk. Today I'm joined by Kane Green, an ultra marathon runner and advocate for the power of movement, resilience and mental well-being. Kane's journey hasn't been straightforward. After suffering injuries that left him on crutches, he fought his way back to running and went on to run an incredible 78-mile ultra marathon, raising money for charity along the way. Kane's story is also deeply personal. Having lost his mother to alcohol addiction, his relationship with endurance, discipline and purpose has been shaped not only by physical challenge, but by grief, recovery and perseverance. Kane, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for taking the time. Let's start by going back to where your relationship with running and resilience first begun.
So yeah, it started off just, I wanted to lose weight first of all, but then also it was a thing of I wanted to build mental and obviously physical strength and resilience in myself, which was something from my childhood that I never had any of. I've lived with my mum up to the age of I was about 4 or 5, and she couldn't cope with us because she struggled with her personal issues. She had a personality disorder and she was an alcoholic. So I got taken away to go and live with my nan. This affected me quite a bit growing up. It was like trust, self-belief, just the little things that I think children need to have in their life.
So it sounds like what you described there was really, really tough.
Yeah.
You've got a mum who's got a personality disorder. On top of that, she's using alcohol to cope with personality disorder.
Yep.
At 4 or 5 years old, you're taken away from your primary caregiver, your mum, to go and live with your nan. Okay, yes, you were lucky in that you've got your nan there.
My nan's amazing. She took me in and looked after me for all these years. So she's amazing. I can't fault her in any way. A lot of nans wouldn't do that. But my dad wasn't around, so it was she was kind of filling the steps for 2 people. But yeah. And so as I grew up, it was very hard. Like I felt like, in a way, the 2 people that are meant to be there for you to love you, they weren't there. So I felt unlovable. And that sounds very extreme, but as a child, that's the truth of it.
But it's not extreme, is it? Because as a child, you got your mum and your dad, and that's a standard, isn't it? That they're there to love, care and protect for you.
Absolutely.
And that not being there is going to have its implications.
That's what you need, as I grew up, the problems like multiplied. I was very socially awkward in situations, shy, didn't want to talk to anyone. I struggled in school with, I was diagnosed at a later age with thanks to my aunt, who actually helped me as well. I've got some very good family members who helped me through it. With dyslexia. Right. So I can read and write, but what I struggle with is taking information in and actually processing it. Yeah. And that's why I was very nervous to come on here today, because it's this is to say and speak it's very hard, but that's what my whole thing is about. It's about growing, and by growing, so you have to do the hard things to grow as a person, and that's my thing. You like to push yourself through those difficult things to challenge yourself, because then when you do it, you then see that you can do it, 100%. And that helps you grow and develop. No person has limits. People say, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't do this." You can. There's no limits to what anyone can do. Nice. And and then basically as I got older and older, the problems were still there. And then, so in school, there were sports teams and that. I didn't have the confidence to go out and say, I want to be in this sport, or to go to the tryouts, because I honestly thought I was bottom of the barrel. Even if I got put in the team, I wouldn't show up, because I'd show up and I think, they're going to laugh at me because I'm not good enough. And what I've realised is it just all stems back to, obviously, my childhood. So that feeling of not being good enough, really, it wasn't just about
your parents not being around, it started to vibrate into other aspects of your life where you were almost putting limits on yourself of I can't do that because I'm not going to be able to do it.
From such a very young age as well. And then, it was just a struggle really growing up.
Yeah. So to be able to go from a situation where you're full of self-doubt, no self-belief, feeling like you're the bottom of the barrel, feeling like you're not going to be able to achieve, to then find running as a way, which is a lone sport. You just go out, it's just you, the road. You
versus you. That's what it's about.
It sounds like that's where the change come, not just in your relationship towards sport, but in your relationship with yourself.
1,000,000%. It was the driving point that kind of the self-esteem, the self-confidence was built, because I had to get up, put the running shoes on, and go out and do the miles myself. And it's not about going and do like crazy runs, like 100-mile runs or whatever. It's about getting up and doing something. If you get up and you can run to the road and back, that's fine. Then it's you, and it's just slowly building on that. Yeah. And through that, I'm no doctor or scientist or whatever. I can't describe it, but it builds so much self-confidence and self-belief in yourself of just repetition and hard work. Yeah.
So it gave you a mode to sort of follow. Today, if I get down to the end of the road, tomorrow I can get down to the end of the road and back. And it was just, if I rinse and repeat, I can just push and push and push. And then you were able to develop, I mean, 78 miles.
Yeah, it was a long struggle, but it took years. Yeah. And it was like, it's just repetition. That's what it's about. To be great at anything. I'm far from these elite athletes. Yeah. But to be great at anything, it's just repeat. And that's life. And that's why I think people don't want to do hard things, because they're scared to fail. Yeah.
Where do you think the fear of failure stems from?
Oh, from my childhood. I thought I was just born to fail. Yeah. Through my dyslexia, it's a wall that you have to walk through. Yeah. And I kind of learned that to learn something, I have to constantly go over it. Yeah. Not like everyone else. But it's just a wall that you have to try and find the positive in everything. And I personally believe that was given to me in a way to test me. I don't know if there's a God up or whatever up there, but I believe that was put in front of me to try and break through and to see what I'm truly about.
So you're really using your experiences from your childhood and the difficulty and the adversity that you faced. Yeah. And you've seen that as actually that was my opportunity to push through those barriers, push through those difficulties, to grow, develop, and become the person that you are today.
Yeah, it's just pushing through the pain. That's turn the negatives into positives. Yeah. This wasn't the only challenge that I was faced with as well. I was so as I got older, it was. So I had no confidence at all. And then as you get older, you get invited to these parties, drugs, alcohol. You get these, and when I was drinking, it gave me this was what I needed, because it was this fake confidence, and I was so happy, and it was just, I was like, not obsessed with it, but it was like, I need this to be happy. Yeah. Every weekend I was like, I need this. It was truly what made me happy. And then, unfortunately I got, through all the time drinking, drugs, I got diagnosed with epilepsy. Right. So then, and obviously the doctor said, well, you can't live this lifestyle anymore. You have to put in these regimens to stop you. And it was just another wall to face, because it was like, so I've finally got all this fake confidence I've all wanted, and now it's just all gone, all gone. Yeah. And I had to face the reality of who I was. I was someone who was faking being happy, and I just thought to myself, like, that's very weak, and it's not strong. It's not strong at all.
So in a way, like, it's classic case, isn't it, of anyone that turns to using a substance. Yeah. It's like that, it blocks the pain, it blocks the feeling, it gives you that full sense of security, it gives you that confidence. I was watching a podcast the other day actually, and there was a celebrity on there, and she was explaining that she used a drug at school, and she felt like she'd arrived.
Yeah, she's got to the spot and she's like, I'm happy now, finally. Yeah.
And that's basically what it does, right?
Yeah.
It brings you to that place where you feel like, I'm good, like I'm
good.
here.
This is where I want to be,
Yeah, because it blocks out the pain, but then you develop the epilepsy.
Every come up, there's a come down.
Yeah.
And that's when you realise the truth, that you're not actually truly happy. But
I mean, because that's another aspect of it, because you had your health, which stopped you from going down that route and really probably saved you from developing an issue with drink and drugs or further issue. And then
this all happened for a reason, I believe.
Yeah, then you got the other side, which is you were starting to recognise that even though you're using the substance, you're going up. Yeah. But then the downs were getting even further, and it was that seesaw of emotion.
It's fake as well. There's nothing positive from that. You're just poisoning your body, and it's just it.
From talking to you today, it seems like that concept of being real, being authentic, being genuine, it's something that you really do live by.
Yeah, because I was never that.
Yeah.
It hit me so quick. This is who I am. Like this is who I need to be. Like I lived so many years of my life like being fake to people, pretending, I like this, I like that. I never used to tell people my interests because it was like, they're not gonna like you, Kane.
Yeah.
No one likes you. And it was just, no one actually told me that, but it was just something I always believed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And how nice that despite all of the difficulties, all of the challenges, that really negative way of thinking, you've really come out the other side where actually you're like, no, I'm all right. I'm good as I am.
I'm proud of everything I've done. I'm proud of who I am. Like, I'm not done yet.
Good.
And I'll never be done.
Yeah.
There's just constant growth. That's what life's about. For me personally, life's not about having these fancy cars, having a huge house, millions in the bank account. It's about seeing how far you can go. Because I hid that from me for years.
Yeah. So you almost feel like that feeling of all those negative thoughts actually held you back from being who you wanted to be.
1,000,000%. Yeah. And I just used them. I used the negative thoughts. I used everyone who said I couldn't do anything. Every time that I didn't do something because I was scared or nervous, I used that as drive to who I want to be. Because we all have someone in our head who we want to be. We all have the goal that we want to get to, but it's just the fear of
achieving it. You experienced injuries serious enough to leave you on crutches.
Yep.
Mentally, how difficult was that period for you?
Well, I found running, and it saved me, and then suddenly I was hit with, so I was diagnosed with, once again, ankylosing spondylitis in my right hip.
Right.
So it's an autoimmune disease, I believe, and it's like attacks the nerves.
Right.
So even walking was a struggle for me. And so it was like, this thing that saved me is gone now.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm back to square one. And it was like a ton of bricks falling on you. But once again, I looked at it in a positive way, and I said, okay, what can I do from this? So I had to wait in a waiting list to get because I'm on the medicine is adalimumab, I believe. Okay. It's like an injection, and it attacks the autoimmune disease.
Right.
But then I looked at it a positive way, and I said, okay, what can I do from my situation, but will still push and grow me? So I've went and done a half marathon on crutches.
Wow.
For charity. I think I've raised £500-600, I believe.
Right.
And I had blisters all over my hand, but it was, at the same time, it was like, I was just constantly thinking of what can I do to just get better and push myself. And eventually now I'm back to running.
Yeah, nice. So again, you've almost you found drink and drugs. That was sort of turning off all of that negative thinking, giving you the confidence.
Yeah.
Then you found running. Then you've experienced this physical issue, and then diagnosis of the autoimmune disease. And then it's like another setback for you.
But that's life. Your life's full of setbacks. That's what it's about. You just got to find your way to turn everything that's negative into something positive. You can do it with almost everything. Yeah. And it's always possible.
Nice. So you've then decided I'm going to get on some crutches and just do a
half marathon.
a half marathon.
I signed up for one of the run-through ones we were talking about
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
But they said there's a certain cut-off point.
Right.
So they said I couldn't do it. So I went to a local track. I think it was in Woodford.
Right.
And I just went around there. I think it was for about 3 and a bit hours.
Right.
So yeah, in the sun, but it was a good experience. But yeah,
Good.
it's just about growth really.
Yeah, that growth, that challenge, that pushing yourself.
That's it. That's what it's
but
about.
all in all, that belief in yourself as well.
The self-belief that I've developed over years and years of just, it's easy to say, but you have to believe in yourself. Even if it's just one little bit, just tell yourself, I can do it today. And if no one else believes in you, we don't listen to any of them. A lot of people out there, they don't want to see you do well, or they might pretend they want to see you, but just you have to believe in yourself. No one else is going to help you.
I want to ask this question because it's come up a couple of times as we've been talking.
Yeah, okay.
Now, obviously, what you went through as a child was really difficult. And you've spoken quite openly about the impact that had on you.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, how much compassion have you shown yourself for what you've experienced and what you've been through?
Well, when I first started, when I first started, I didn't realise what I was actually achieving. And I've since started talking to people, people are like, wow. But then, you have to kind of sit back sometimes and actually look at what you've done, no matter how small it is, and just be like, I've actually done well. But yeah, no, I'm very proud of myself, and I'm from where I've come from who I am, and that's why I wanted to come on here today, and that's why I spread my thing on social media every now and then, because it's like, if someone else can been through that, I can help them become them. So I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but yeah.
But you've made a good start at actually showing that, I've had the difficulty, throughout my childhood, etc. But I'm not going to let that define who I am.
No.
I'm just going to continue to push through any barriers and challenges that life throws at us, because let's call a spade a spade. We all get thrown them challenges.
100%, yeah.
No one's exclusive, right? And just keep powering through with that idea of, it wasn't ideal how I grew up. Yes, it was incredibly difficult, but I'm going to power through, and I want to show others that there is hope and there is a different way. There's
always hope. You just have to keep driving. Everyone has a dream. Go for that dream.
I'm wondering though, what would it have been like for you, just say you're age 14, right? Quite a complicated age anyway. You've got quite a lot going on. If you'd have heard that message from somebody at that time, how would you have taken it? In hindsight, it's obviously difficult to say.
It's a very hard. I think, I don't know, because at that age I didn't look at people. If I saw someone doing something like that, I wasn't very I was like, nah, they're an idiot. Don't listen to them. I was very negative, very negative. But if I had the mindset that I had today, I think I'd be, it's a very difficult question.
I mean, it is difficult because you don't know what, it might have been what day you were on or what have you. But the point is, it's more just to share with others. You never know, a 14-year-old lad who might be experiencing something similar may listen to this.
I hope he does listen to this, and he's like, if I'm going through that, I can start earlier than he did, and I can see where I can get to, and hopefully I can make a difference. But
also to lose the defences, that actually just because running might not be the thing that interests you, it's about finding what is that thing that interests you.
Try loads of different things, and you will find something that you fall in love with. And it's just, I've tried loads of things. It's like loads of things that I hate, loads of things I love. But and you meet so many lovely people. You meet new people by trying new things. Just go out your comfort zone a bit. So many people stay in their comfort zone. And
at what point do you think you were better able to start trusting people again?
I'd say very recently. I done counselling myself. That helped me a lot. And it was talking to people about my problems. And through it was through sharing it on social media and that, sharing it to my friends. So I didn't even tell some of my friends my problems, but you should do. Because I told some of my friends my problems, they're like, what? No, if you ever want to talk about it, you can. And it's just, yeah.
So it sounds like through going to counselling and also being vulnerable on your social media of really sharing your experience.
Vulnerability builds a lot of strength. It says a lot about you. It says that you're actually open about your life. And a lot of people out here are not.
No.
A lot of people pretend.
Yeah.
You should be vulnerable. Not to the point where it affects you and people like makes you weak. But yeah, be vulnerable to just open up about things.
Well, it's actually
builds immense strength in your mind.
There is some theories behind this, but it's actually more beneficial for someone to be vulnerable than they are to play the victim, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, there is theories that support that way of thinking. And being vulnerable is to be that authentic version of yourself again. It's letting that guard down. It's sharing with people.
Be true to you. Don't care what anyone else says. You are you for a reason. And just, it sounds silly, but embrace it.
Yeah. And even if you are struggling, as we said earlier, no one's perfect, right?
No one's perfect, no.
So actually, if you share your struggle with a friend, next time they're in a moment of struggle, they may feel more comfortable to come to you because you were open with them.
And then you can connect with each other. And you should always open up about your weaknesses, but you should also build on them as well, because that builds you into a whole new person. And accept your weaknesses. And try. I come on here because I really struggle with talking, but I said to myself, I'm going to come on here, I'm going to face it.
Well, you're doing a great job.
No, thank you.
So it sounds like you're, through really challenging yourself and putting yourself in those moments of difficulty, you feel like you're growing.
In a way, yeah.
I'm going to throw this out there.
Okay, yeah.
How much of it do you feel is a distraction?
I don't think it's a distraction because I use it.
Okay.
When I do the races, I use the pain to get me to the finish line.
Okay.
If I've got nothing left, because these races, they're more than just physical. You get to a certain point, and it's just you and your mind. Your body's given up on you completely, and it's just you have to. I remember I was doing a race once. I think I was 5 miles left, and I was walking, and I was telling myself, "Oh, okay, you can't do this. You're gonna quit." But then they come back in my mind, and it was like, and it was everyone who's ever said something to me you can't do that, Kane. You can't do that. And I was telling myself, Kane, 2 months ago you couldn't walk. You was on crutches, and now you're running a 50-mile ultra marathon. You've got 5 miles left. You're gonna get to that finish line. And it's just using the pain. Okay,
so in a way, it's almost like knowing that discomfort is gonna pass.
Yeah, it always will. Yeah. It always will. It always will. Okay. But you have to, while you're in the moment, you can't. You have seconds of decisions, and it's like the 1 second decision. Oh, I'm going to leave now. Yeah. You'll feel that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but being able to sort of guide yourself through it with that pain in mind. Okay, yes, this is uncomfortable. Yes, this is difficult. Yes, it's a challenge. However, pushing through it is going to give you that sense of achievement, that sense of achievement is going to stay with you and almost give you a bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Whereas taking that decision to, oh no, I can't do this because the pain is too great, is going to stay with you and almost fester with you.
And it will talk to you for the rest of your life. And that's why so many people are not happy because they quit so easily, like I used to do.
Yeah, okay, but then what happens if one day you do feel like quitting?
I don't think I ever will.
Ever?
I don't think I'll ever quit. If I can't do something, that's fine. But I'll never quit.
I get that, but then is it quitting or is it giving it your best shot?
There's giving it your best shot, right. And you get to a point, I actually can't do it anymore.
Right.
Quitting is, you know you can do more, but it's hard.
Right.
So you decided to quit. If you failed and you can't, that's fine. You've given it 100%. When I tried to run 100 miles, I got to 78 miles. The last 2 miles I was walking.
Right.
But then when I got to 78, my right knee, there was a shooting pain. It was a bit swollen. But then I knew I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting, but I know
this is my limit.
This is the safe line to stop.
Yeah. So it's not like you're going out there and you're like, oh my God, you're going to all these extremes and I'm going to set this challenge and this challenge and this challenge. You're still in tune with your body. You're still listening to what feels right for you.
You should always listen to your body, yeah.
Yeah, but there is that element of knowing where there's discomfort that you can push through and discomfort that's going to cause harm.
There's a difference between discomfort where it's uncomfortable and then there's you're causing bodily harm to yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I'm glad you clarified that because it can almost sort of feel a little bit like, well, you're just pushing through, you're just distracting yourself. You're there is almost like a version of self-harm where it's just go. But actually,
obviously, that's not a good thing to do.
When something central to your identity is taken away, even temporarily, how do you cope with that psychologically?
It's like what I go back to, the same point. It's like, this has been taken away from you, but what else can you do? There's always something else you can do.
So it's almost looking at it, appreciating the situation for what it is in the moment, and looking at, okay, what are my options here?
What are your options? Flip it and turn it into something you can do.
Nice.
I couldn't run, so I done the half marathon on crutches.
Yeah.
I couldn't run, but I'd still go to the gym and lift weights.
Yeah.
But I wasn't harming myself. I was just doing something other than that. Or I'd sit at home and I'd read a book. I was learning something. It's just I could sit at home, sit on my Xbox for hours on end, and you're not benefiting yourself at all.
Yeah.
But it's just turning something negative into positive. That's that. I don't know what it is. Something about that. It kind of obsesses me about it. Like, I always have to try and do something.
Yeah.
To benefit my day. So
you're always feeling like you need to produce something productive to have meaning from your day.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Even if it's just a small thing like reading a book.
Reading 2-3 pages of a book. You've always got time. Everyone's got 10 minutes of a day.
So you really set aside and consciously make that effort to look at small pockets of growth and self-improvement that you can implement throughout your day.
100%. Because those small pockets of growth, eventually, after day after day, after month after month, after year after year, that turns into something huge. And without you knowing, you've woken up one day and you've turned into someone who you never thought you could ever be.
Yeah. Do you ever have a duvet day?
Never.
Never?
Never have a duvet day.
I'm going to set you a challenge.
Oh, I don't know. A duvet day?
Yeah.
Is it just in bed all day?
No, not necessarily in bed all day, but just like at home, put the TV on, get your favourite snacks, just chill out.
That's not for me.
Rest your mind a little bit.
I know, but I do rest my mind. I rest my mind in little ways.
Right.
If I go for a long walk, I rest my mind.
Yeah.
With no earphones, no phone, or walk in the field.
Do you know what? There's just as much benefit from stopping, resting, and just switching off. I'm not saying like every day, but once a month.
I'll have to give it a go.
Let me know how that goes.
I'll let you know. Yeah. That'd be a very hard challenge, but yeah.
Because, we can easily get stuck in that thing of do. When actually sometimes what we really need is to not do.
Yeah, of course.
Just stop.
Yeah. I understand, yeah.
So, give it some thought.
I'll give it some thought, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So, Kane, thank you for sharing your story so openly. Your journey is a reminder that resilience isn't about never failing. It's about continuing to move forward, even through pain, grief, and setbacks. Before we close, what final message would you like to leave with the listeners who may be struggling with loss, addiction in the family, or their own personal battles?
I'd say keep fighting. Never give up. Use everything that's negative that's happened to you and use it as a fuel to get you to where you want to go. We all have someone we want to be or someone we want to get to, and you can get there.
Nice. Thank you. To our audience, thank you for joining us on the Silent Epidemic. If this episode resonated with you, please like, share and subscribe. Join us next time as we continue exploring the conversations that shape mental health, recovery and resilience.